Hey, YouTube. You know, it's getting wintertime here in Kentucky, and trying to get some things together to put in my bag, my go bag, in my car. And, you know, I got a couple things here from Dollar Tree, some of them from Harbor Freight, but, um, and kind of show you the reason why I've chose what I've chose. Um, Got some gloves at Harbor Freight. If you watch Harbor Freight, you can pick them up for a dollar, $2. I always suggest having a good pair of gloves in your winter go bag. Um, they've got candles at Dollar Tree for $1. It's a 6-hour burn candle. That to me is just a no-burner. That's 30 hours of light for a dollar, so that's not a bad deal. Um, Always in every go bag, you need to have some garbage bags for a dollar. 7 bags, 39 gallon. What can you do with that? Well, you know, quite a bit of stuff. So, a couple things I don't buy cheap. Number one's a good flashlight. If I'm gonna put, I might throw a cheap flashlight in my go bag, but I like to have it, a decent flashlight. It gives a good light. They're not bad. $15, I think I gave for that light. What I usually do is pull the batteries out and store the batteries separately. That way it doesn't mess up the light. A couple other things. Some hand sanitizer, to get your hands clean if you have to get out and change a flat tire. Clean up your hands. Comes with a carabine on the side. Also, it's a good fire starter. If you ever have to start a fire on the side of the road. They've got electrical tape, two of them for a dollar. It's always good to have in a car. They've got an antibiotic, and there's a little first aid kit in there somewhere. Yeah, it ain't much, but triple antibiotic and a little first aid kit, for $1, yeah, you can add to it. You can spend more. You can spend as much as you want. I always throw a MRE in my go bag, and the reason I do that is because it's got a little more MRE. I don't know what you have to pay for them. I've got had these for a long time, but it's got a little heating pack in there. Just don't put that much water in them, and make sure you work it good. But having an MRE, if you ever got in a place where you needed some food, there's an MRE. Some other things, they had little handkerchiefs for a dollar. Didn't think you could go too wrong with that. Box of matches. Always good to have a box of matches in your go bag. Wipes. That's probably the thing that you're probably going to use more out of your go bag than anything else. You always have an accident in the car, or somebody spills something. Well, you've got that in your go bag. Go back there and grab it. You might as well have stuff in your go bag you can use. As far as food, peanut butter, jelly, those kind of things are things that you can always add in your go bag. Yeah, they have an expiration date, but hey, if I get hungry enough, it's amazing what I could eat. Having some type of oil. Olive oil is something you can eat. You can get some calories from it. I don't know that I'd want to chug it, but if I was in a desperate situation, having some lubrication, making a candle out of it. There's many things that you can do with some olive oil that I think for a dollar, it's just pretty well no-brainer. Having some binders, having some little things that clip together. If you had to use your trash bags, had to tie off something in a go bag situation, I think that's good to have. And then, no, they don't have insulation. Insulation that the blanket, insulation blanket. I can't think what I'm trying to say, but they got these little sun visors over there. And man, if you had to have a place and you had to get out and change a flat tire, cut one of those up and put in the sole of your shoe, wrap it around you in a cold situation. I mean, they're $1. Throw a couple of them in there. They've got these little 3 of these for $1. you know, those are the kind of things that you might want to put some things that personal things that you want to have. Put those in your go bag. They have a spray bottle over there, and it's you know, for like it's a little, you know, it comes up. It's probably 6 to 8 inches tall, and but man, you take it apart, and if you want to learn how, another video I've got on how to make an alcohol stove, but you know, it's the I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to do there, but there's the bottom of it, and there's 2 rings for the middle of it on a spray bottle. And what I did, I cut the bottom off, and then cut the middle off in half. And so what the middle does is it makes a pot stand that'll go around outside of your pot, and you know, then you put your alcohol stove together, put your fuel in there, light it up, and you've got you a pot stand for your alcohol stove. I'll say you will. You don't have to have a pot stand for those, I know, but sometimes it's nice to have it. It didn't cost me nothing. What I do like is over there at the Dollar General or Dollar Tree, they've got the little chafing stoves. They do need something on them, and you can put your pot on that, and then you can heat up water. And one thing I do like about that, it's already got your fuel in there. It lasts for 2 hours for an emergency situation on the side of the road. Now, a couple things you can't find at Walmart or at Dollar Tree is some paracord. Buy some paracord, throw in your go bag, and then buy you a can of Fix-A-Flat. I mean, for goodness sakes, if can of Fix-A-Flat, a can of oil, some antifreeze, throw in there. And you know, they got these bottle of waters. Goodness gracious, it's 50 ounces of water. So there's a pocket on my bag. I put 2 in. I'll put 1 on either side, and that's enough water to take care of me for a little bit. You say, well, what happens if it freezes? Well, you got water, thaw it out. What I did want to ask a question, and maybe somebody can give me some information. Over there at Dollar Tree, they've got 3 different types of fuel. The white basically is heat. It works excellent for $1 to get your 11 fluid ounces of heat for $1. That's unbelievable. But what I did learn is that the yellow and the red both, the yellow leaves a yellow residue on the alcohol stove, and the red leaves a red residue. And I was kind of wondering why. Here's a little alcohol stove that I tried. You can see it left a red or yellow residue, and then right in there you can see when I burnt the red one, it left a red residue. And then even when I burnt in this pot, I don't know if you can see or not, but it left yeah, there you go. It left a red residue on the inside. So I don't know what's doing it. I'm not going to use the red and the yellow anymore, but that's why we experiment here and find out what we're trying to do. So hope it gives you some insight, and hope it helps you out. All right, thanks. God bless.